Hey there, everybody. I think I'm live. Kind of a little rusty on doing this since I've been sick for the last couple weeks, but I'm starting to feel better. Not 100% or anything, but I'm definitely feeling better. I still got an annoying cough, so probably gonna see me, or well, hear me coughing from time to time, but I'm gonna do my best to at least mute the mic when that's gonna happen. I can see we got RickyCFT here. Let's go, TFG. Heck yeah. How's it going today, Ricky? See you're online. Have you been working on rearranging the MV building you've been working on? The power building, I believe. So very live. You sound way better. I haven't even been talking today until just now, and I'm realizing I do sound a lot better than I thought I have. So that's definitely good. I don't want to be like I was on my first attempt back on Monday's stream where I was like, dead, coughing left and right. And just, yeah, I'm here. But yeah, I'm feeling better. So that's good. Today we're finally going to be working on building the community ore processing center out there. I was ready to do that like 2 weeks ago when I got sick. And so it's just been on hold this whole time. But it's been cool. I've been working on like quest stuff in the quest book that I can do because half of it's kind of bugged out because of things, but those ones I can do I've been completing pretty well. Ricky says he's eating dinner at the moment. Nice. That's what I'm going to be doing after stream. Let's go ahead and take a look at my quest book really quick, I guess. Start things off. We're updated now to, what is it, 11 I think .26 or 15.20 something. It's .26 is the key takeaway there. And I've been going through this. We can see up to here, and excluding these and most of the, well, some of these, most of this stuff has stuff that's bugged out. As you can see here, all the 100%ers, they won't continue on, stuff like that. So there's no more completing this page, or this page still definitely has stuff. I'm just not as interested in this page, but I've got a lot done on it. You can see I've already reached titanium EV grade on these upgrade components. I am in EV at the moment, technically, but I'm not touching a lot of EV. Plus now with .26 version, EV requires a lot more of the moon to be able to do so. We're temporarily holding off on the moon stuff until all of his Zetas go up the space together. This one's still got some things. Like I'm pretty sure I can complete this one by making a crank trap. I could probably do a couple of these, but I was blocked here. The concrete roads I haven't tried yet. I've done this and I have this, but it won't unlock. So that one's bugged out. The backpack upgrades throughout all the pages stop here. Nothing upgrades past this point when it comes to do with backpacks, so that's a shame, but whatever. This seems to be bugged out. I haven't been able to get this to update at all, so I'm kind of giving up on this side of things. Progression table, this one's doing pretty good. It's read most of it. I have done this. It won't read that, but whatever. I have done all of these. I've done all of these. But it's coming along. It's still a great guide. Ore processing, go through this stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I'm not as into create here anymore. I'm having a lot of fun with Gregtech stuff, and create stuff in this mod is not nearly as powerful, so there's not a lot of point in continuing it unless it's for fun stuff, really. Here we are with whole power generation stuff. Hide energetics we haven't touched yet. We can't unlock anything there yet. Computer craft I've done a little bit of work on. I do have an advanced turtle. Moon and Mars, nothing, but here we go. Stone Age completely completed, 100%ed this page, which is sweet. My first one to complete. Wasn't that hard though, but the wool and the insulated leather clothes, those were the last ones. I'd never made those kind of clothes, so I made them just to get the achievement there. Look at metallurgy. Right here, I think we have all gotten stuck here. We have these at 100%. but no one can continue on, I believe. So we're all kind of stuck here. I know Hypno Joe is for sure. So I believe that's a barrier right there, we could call it. This page, I do have most of it done. I can't get past these points, even though we've 100%ed. And this stuff down here, I can't really get into because I need this one and it won't unlock. Some of these I'm sure I can still complete. I haven't actually built the steam fuser or the steam presser, for instance, and I'm sure if I made those would complete. These ones, don't think they're going to complete, and again, these electron tubes never seem to complete. Yeah, this is a new one here with the new updates. Cobalt brass, I'm pretty sure this will complete, but I haven't tried it yet. And we go into voltage, the fun stuff. Right here, I've been stuck for a long time. I don't think it's going to let me past. This one as well, I've done this stuff multiple times and I can't complete this little arc of things right there. And then same with these won't complete, even though it seems like I should be able to. You know, no big deal. It's still great for tracking and seeing where I need to go next. And then media voltage, I've 100%ed it. 100%ed it twice, before the update and after the update. After the update, things had changed and they added more stuff, which I have re-updated. So yeah, 100%ed MV, pretty stoked on that. And let's see, HV is what I'm calling 100%ed at the moment. Yo, Olive, hey, how's it going, Olive? Yeah, HV here, we've 100%ed as well. Till the moon stuff, the rocket, the moon, this stuff all has to do with the moon, except for this. I do have these coils, I am making them, but it's not up there. You probably needs one of these to be completed. So yeah, that hasn't been done yet, but I have done these new turbine rotors, which I have no idea how to use them. I've been trying to figure it out, but so far no real luck. I feel like there's a mechanic there I'm kind of missing. And then we got the backpack down here, not completable. I think that's also on this page too. Yeah, I definitely 100%ed this one. So if there's a backpack here, I couldn't 100%ed it. Yeah, that's where we're sitting. EV, we've done a little bit of work here. Got some of this stuff going. I've made some of the basic stuff. Gas, moon time. Heck yeah, all of it's coming pretty soon, I think. Me and Ricky have been talking about the build for it, and I think we're going to start progressing with all that pretty soon. They changed how we do circuits a lot in this update, so I've redone all the new circuit stuff. I'm kind of up to date with it. I haven't done this circuit board yet, though, for EV. I have been making other EV stuff, though. And let's take a look at the base really quick before we start in on the create, or the ore processing station for the server. I think you guys know I made the blast chiller. I don't know, actually. You guys might not have seen the blast chiller, or vacuum freezer, my bad. But yeah, I've got a vacuum freezer now, which has been helpful because that's how I've gotten a lot of my stuff. Like, I got titanium and ultimate metal up there and stuff, which has been great. The implosion, what is it, compressor? Yeah, you guys did see this. I made this on the last stream, so I'm pretty sure I probably made that on the last stream too. Sorry, I've been pretty sick and it's been a couple weeks, so I'm a little out of date. Zeta 1, Kenzie, holy cow, you sound drastically better today than you did Monday. I feel so much better today. Yesterday, I actually started feeling better. I've still got a rough cold, but a rough cough. But other than that, as long as I can keep the coughing down, I'm pretty good. You guys have seen this. Got the electric greenhouse and the food processing station. Currently working on upping our jute supply for the server. This we might touch on a little later today. If you guys know what this is the pisciculture fishery. I guess that's how you say it. Your base is pretty sick too. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. Good to have you here. How's it going? I've been going through upgrading things. So like my EBF right now is EV here. Glad I'm not bedridden. Me too. I've been sort of bedridden, except also not. Like, laying down wasn't the best. Like, the congestion just made it horrible. But I didn't get a lot of sleep over the last 2 weeks, and that was something I really needed, but anyway, not a lot else has changed down here. I've been upgrading things to HV as I can. And then over here, I've upgraded something on, I think it was just the, this thing, the maintenance hatch. I've been putting in the auto hatches on a lot of them, but I did put on my EBF. So the auto hatches automatically repair or keep the machines from breaking down. This one here is a configurable one, and you can change like how much it does. But right now I have it decreasing the duration by 10% at a 3 times break occurrence. So it'll break occasionally, but no big deal. We get 10% faster processing. So it definitely helps on some of the things we process here. Also, let's see. Over here, we built this thing, the large chemical reactor. I swear I can talk. This thing's been great. What are those beautiful blue pipes? Those are normal pipes that are spray painted. Spray paint's great, but these are water pipes. It's polyethylene. So that's what I'm using on these. They're large. I have been moving to huge for a lot of pipes, especially if it's on gas moving. I've discovered that if the machines have a lot of extra gas because they're using the huge pipes, they tend to run a lot better. They run out of power a lot less often. Oh, and I've been doing some things too. Like I've got this thing over here that's constantly generating lava. It's full at the moment, but it's an aqueous accumulator or whatever. And we got, take a look underneath. I think we can see we got a couple bits of lava touching it so it can produce lava. And then I run the lava over here to my centrifuge and it creates all of this stuff. We get gold nuggets. I've been taking those out and making gold ingots for them. Magnesia. We get quicklime, sapphire, silicon dioxide dust, which I have a ton of, but I'm actually starting to use all the time. Get some spessartine and tantalite, which is actually pretty important. Well, that's been cool. And we got the gas station over here where we make the earth air and we turn it into oxygen gas and nitrogen gas. We've got our salt station, but I converted the other half of the salt station because we didn't need 2 of these anymore. I've got a lot of salt for the community. We're never going to run out. But now we're processing seawater over here, which is giving us sodium hydroxide dust, hydrogen gas, and chlorine gas. So that's been pretty cool. But the big one, the big surprise, go up here, and then up here, then over here, up here, and then up here, and up there. Look at that. You saw the thumbnail. I've got a big clean room now. Started out with the basic 5x5x5, and then this thing came out. And it needs to go into clean room ultimately. So we had to change things up, and I've been rearranging, and now this is what I got. So we got our basics, our advanced laser engraver, the cutter, and the circuit assembler. All of this is required to make the circuits. I got a bunch of this stuff already made up. This has changed with the last update, how we make these. And it's definitely harder now, but still pretty doable. And yeah, here's a bunch of my circuit stuff. So I've been making all the circuits here. It's gotten a lot easier as I've gotten up into the HV and EV circuits because now I can make like bulk circuits so much easier. But then we got this thing. This is a new machine, the high temperature precision fabricator. That's how we make the bowls, I think. And they make the wafers, but it also makes other stuff. So I lost some stuff in the update, like power tools have been updated and changed a lot. What I didn't notice right away is I lost my diamond sword. And if we look here, diamond tipped molybdenum 50 uranium sword. So you have to make those ingots to make this now, which is quite a process. And as you can see, I remade mine, but we have to make them in here now, the ingots for those, which is interesting. That's why this is here. It takes methane, hydrogen, and a couple other things we put in here. Diamond dust, something else. Yeah, but I got it. It's going, it's working. Ricky, if you ever need one before you get one built, here you go. We got one. Let's see. You made the Ghibli factory in Junkyard. It's such a good vibe. Thanks, Olive. So it's all just magic. Gotcha. Excellent pronunciation. I thought so. There's some crazy words I'm learning in this pack. The new chemistry stuff. There's things that I've never seen before, for sure. I'm sure Ricky probably knows him. He's a chemist. But for me, it was like, what the heck is that? Yeah, other than that, there's not a lot of changes. I've got a big plan together, getting back into videos for this this series here. I've kind of gotten off of videos for a while as I've been getting into streaming. I've really been enjoying the streaming vibe and just being able to kind of kick back and do this naturally. But I miss my videos, and I've got a big storyline moving forward that's going to take me into next season, whenever that happens. I don't know when, but I'll be ready for it. But yeah, I'm going to be tying some stuff into videos. Hey, Ricky. And you can see here a little storyline stuff that's going to be coming into play. This is an old Tesla coil thing that blew apart. Didn't quite make it. It was one of my first attempts at power generation for the factory over there. You can see it's damaged. We got some blackened things and some blown off capping up there. So yeah, this one didn't quite last. But yeah, that's what that's doing. Over here we got something weird here in the junkyard. Surely it's something to do with important stuff. I don't know what, but yeah, that's there. Other than that, I have done some more work on the roof. These are definitely new. You can see down in there are extra little skylights that I originally had planned on putting in and I forgot about. This one's a lot less impressive now because the clean room covers most of it. Whatever. Anyway, though, we need to get to work on building this community ore processing station. And I've had an area kind of prepared over there, just in the sense that it's cleared and I've got a little like border made, but probably need to rebind my button for this actually. I do not know what that's under. Art something. Is it? B. Go. Olives. So I recently learned big mod news. Okay. The first release of that avatar bending mod, I am very interested in that, will come out on March 31st. Heck yeah. Very buggy, understandable, but the beginning of something amazing. I agree. I am very much looking forward to that. Can't wait to see how it turns out. All right, there we go. This is my paving cart. It paves the ground like this. Now if we take, do that, we can see I've got claystone and chert and that stuff in the crush basin here. Not the keyboard struggle. Yeah, it would have been smart of me to set that up ahead of time, but I forgot. I did move this because we have to do something today in here, and I realized that is definitely going to get in the way, so it couldn't stay here anymore where it was, so we've moved that, but it's still here at least. This is a long little path over here. We're almost there. Hey, Ricky. Yeah. Nice. All right, so out here is the area we are going to work on building a little building in, and we'll see what we get done today. Oh, Ricky Sammy's. Heck yeah, I haven't had one of these in a while. Oh, yeah. Thank you, bud. You're gonna hear me say that anyway, but at least now you know. Said it right away. Okay, so let's get this. Wait, let's and the randomize. I believe that means yes. Let's go big. And maybe we go that kind of see. Nah, this will be fine. I'm sure I'm going to go outside of the line, but let's just kind of go around, make a bit of a perimeter here. Definitely going to have things that need to be reworked with the ground right here, but this is just, you know, to get things started. There's going to be some overlap we'll need to take care of for sure. That's not important at the moment. Let's see. You've waited 9 years for that mod? That's wild. I mean, I have dreamed of that mod the whole time playing, but I haven't necessarily been waiting for it. I didn't think we'd ever get a mod that was that cool, but the fact that we are is amazing. We went over there. We're gonna connect it here-ish. So give it a little more extra for now. Ricky said, Maya, sandwiches. Not on my watch. Nice. Let's do that. So we're not making path anymore. And let me go. All right. There we go. Oh yeah, I've upgraded. I keep this on me for the most part, and now I've got this. It's the combined version of the jetpack and the armor, and boy is it crazy. Look at this. I can get to Ricky's place in like 3 seconds by jumping. So yeah, next part, but that is probably actually back over here. I've got some stuff made that I know I'm gonna need. I've got a basic shape idea for a build and not a whole lot of plan for it though. So we're just gonna kind of see what happens. I'm currently looking for these things, long distance fluid pipes, so we can get the fuel out here easily, is the plan. So we can keep this area running from our base area over there. So that's hopefully what I'm hoping will happen. Now, the way I'm going to go about this is go over here. So this is the Singus line, which isn't ideal because the Reformant line, which I'm going to use, is over here. I'm just going to bring it underground and off into the tunnel, and then I'll pop back up in the tunnel and bring it overground. I'm going to need these. I haven't actually used these yet, but hopefully they work, as I think they're going to. So now this, so I currently, this place runs fine off of what I'm producing just over there. So I've cut this lifeline off for now, so I'm not using it because it pulls from here first, unfortunately, which isn't ideal when I'm making over there. You know, I just have to keep bringing that over to here, but now I'm going to need this to be able to run this new section whenever. So I'm going to tie it into this. All right. Hopefully this should work. I don't think we're going to have any problems with anything collapsing on us. I want to do that. Output direction south. I did read these are kind of buggy, hard to set up in the quest book. So output direction down. It seems like this is going to be the side that pulls in because the output direction is north. Wait, that is, is it? Oh, okay, so there's one on each side. That makes sense. All right, so I have to do a little more directing. No problem. These pipes are weird pipes. I believe we just connect it like that, and they have to go more than 50 blocks away or else it won't work. So hopefully this is more than 50 blocks away, but I'm pretty positive it is. Actually, I know it is. Who am I kidding? But yeah, so hopefully these work to keep this new area like fully charged as far as full of fuel. I don't know how it's going to work processing wise just yet. I've got a basic idea for the build I want to do as far as like what machines we have running over there and how many of them and all that. And power is going to be interesting to see. I'm also going to be mixing HV and MV build, like machines, because the HV macerator is really important. It's the first tier where you get like extra byproducts for material. So I definitely want to go HV for macerators, but that's going to be using more energy and isn't very necessary all the time. So for the other things, I'm going to try to run them off of MV machines for the most part. That's the plan. Hopefully it all works out. That I've made way more than enough of these, I'm sure. I hope I'm right about that. I've also got that Piskier fishery I think I was showing. I might not, I don't know that I'm necessarily going to finish the ore processing station's machinery today. Some of that stuff might end up being busy work, but we're going to get the basics of it down. And depending on how much time we got left, then I might go set up the fishery. I've been wanting to do it so bad. I keep almost just doing it on my own, but probably not the best idea because it's like a new thing, a new fishery. So people probably want to see it. So I've forced myself to wait. And then it all went horribly wrong. Olive says, yep. I'm waiting for it to all go wrong. If it does, I'll be like, yeah, I expected that. But I don't know. I got a bit of a good vibe about it. Maybe it's just the delusion from being sick, but I think it might work. It's a long hallway. Almost there. These are interesting pipes. So I believe what it'll do, it'll just teleport the liquid from where it is to wherever the end point is, wherever I put this. And then we can pull whatever liquids we need out of it, hopefully with like instant speed. Like that's going to be interesting to see, but I think it'll work. These anymore for right. Junk. Roads can be handy. Okay, I remember what all this stuff was for now. Made all this a couple weeks ago. And now it's like, okay, wait, what is this mess? All right, so we're gonna start off making a bit of a outline for the building, and I'm going to use this because this is going to be sort of a base board, I guess you could say. I'm also going to change the shape of it, but I want to get this basic rectangle in first. Need to be able to see it properly before I start changing things. And this is going to be the entrance. These blocks are going to be moved for sure. This we're going to be tying in right here. I'll probably end up moving this. I like it coming along the tunnel like this, even though it is definitely makes it feel more congested in here. But I don't really like this so much. So I'm probably going to move that. That's good. So first of all, these corners, I want to kind of round them off. Just take a look at what that would look like. That's too sharp. Thinking, oh, might do something like this. Yeah, not bad. I could cut it in some more and give it a little, or round it off a little more, but then I'm starting to lose a lot more space. So I think that's what I'm gonna go with. We come in 3. Let's change all these corners really quick. That fishery for fish, or a fishery to obtain the other Zeta personal info? No. Or a fishery. Fission power generation. Nice. Hypno would love that. He is very looking forward to us getting into fission and fusion, whichever are available here. Resist the circle. Definitely resist the circle. My thing is resist symmetry. Love that little motto. All right, so we got a basic here. Now, this is the center. Chop out at least these two. Let's see. 4, 6, 7-ish. Try 7. Got it from the wall, right? Surely I did. Imagine fishing on other planets. That'll be interesting. I wonder if they do have any do that. Like, I don't know if they have fishing on other planets, but if they did, that would be pretty cool. Who knows what we could catch? And then it's hooking up the Piscieri fishery there. I don't know if that's how you say it. I feel like I'm definitely saying it wrong, but that would be cool to set up on another planet. 1, 2, 3, 7. That's about right. Look even. Yep, that looks even. Is it enough? Yeah, I think that. Wow, it's way off from the center. Center changed? I think it had. No Zeta Sky for No Man's Sky. Nice. Doesn't quite. 7. It's even. Just that has changed. So that's not dead center anymore, it turns out. But what we're going to do now is bring this in a little bit. Either there. And that's going to be sort of our opening. Okay. Enter Zadar. Nice. These rhyolite bricks. ZetaCraft. I like that. I need blocks here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. About here. Sorry, the lack of having a full plan. It's just kind of we're winging this and seeing as we go how it turns out. So what I'm thinking here is I want to have like some structural pieces. I'll probably come back and retexture these things later. Right now I'm not going to worry about texturing too much. We'll see how it goes. What I'm thinking is I'm gonna have a couple pieces coming up like this. Do 3 by 3 by 3 and see how that looks. Now I'm thinking doing a little like this where we start to bring it in. And that'll probably be right. Go ahead and do a little more. This side up. Yeah, looks good. Sure. And then what I'm thinking is here, and we'll do this. Well, I think we need to go a little bit higher. So initially I had thought, so I've got a basic idea of what's required to make an ore processing station as far as like tiers of machines. And when I counted it out, I counted about this much room required for height. That's kind of weird. Like we put the stuff in and somewhere, and it's going to ship it up to the first layer that's way up there. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to break it in half, and I'm going to put like half on this side, like the starter half, and then it'll send the stuff over to this side, which will do the final half. I also want to put like a multi-smelter in here at least for people, because that thing is insanely handy. Now looking at this looks a little off too. I'm thinking it's a little more of that. Oh, it's not as rounded anymore though, but might be okay. No, I did like it more rounded like it was, but it didn't look structurally solid. Joshua, how's it going, bud? Welcome aboard. This looks structurally better. This feels better because of the roundedness of it, but doesn't feel structurally right. You get notification sound for some reason. Dang YouTube. I've showed off what's been going on at the base. I've been sick for a couple weeks pretty bad. I'm finally getting back at it, so it's like it's been a bit of a mess around the place, but I've been working on the quest book a lot. Check this out. 100%ed the Stone Age, 100%ed medium voltage even after the updates. Heck yeah, 100%ed high voltage up to this stuff where we need to go to the moon, so I'm holding off on that. But yeah, doing all that. I made a big clean room with the new thing in it. The new thing is a thing. This thing, the high temperature precision fabricator, and I've been making diamond stuff and all that with it, and bowls. That's been cool. How about you, Joshua? What you been up to? And I'm gonna now mask that over on this side. And two, right? Do this one. Yep. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Not exactly sure how I'm gonna kind of mold this side into this back wall, but I'm probably gonna end up covering up a lot of this side of the wall with whatever I do to the hill here when I terraform it later. 3, yep. That. Leave that for now. Got to get this side started, so keep things equal. Guess we can go ahead and remove these. We're gonna do something else to like tie all this into the hallway. Here we're gonna call 3. Good chance it's gonna get covered up, but just in case, might as well have it there. Apparently having to redo most of your factory as the update bricked most of it, huh? Rough. Yeah, there's a lot of changes. I'm happy I didn't make the greenhouses before, because those things definitely did change a lot. So going straight to the new build design is pretty nice. Go ahead and start going full 3x3 with those now. Let's go there. that. I'm gonna go with that. Maybe I put slabs here, honestly, for this top row later. That's probably a better idea. It will make me happier. Let's go and go on up. So Joshua, I'm actually currently working on the community ore processing station. This is where I decided to put it. We had talked about doing it underground over there to keep it in spawn, so it's always loaded, but I decided against that eventually. Gonna keep it so it's visible for everybody out here in the open, and I'm not gonna worry about it being always loaded. You're processing something, and ow, almost choked to death just then. Man, it's hard, like, trying not to cough right now, and I keep feeling it coming on. But yeah, I was saying something. that threw me all off. Oh yeah, if you're here doing stuff with it, you just got to kind of stay in the area. I don't think that's too bad, honestly. Go ahead and remove these now. Olive, you got a raise at work? Heck yeah, that's congratulations. That's something to celebrate, absolutely. I don't suppose you've gotten your first check with it yet, but I bet when you do, that is gonna be nice. I'm gonna talk about my ZetaCraft pay. I've never got a check from you, Ricky. I'm kidding. All right, so over here now, we're gonna start thinking about the walls, and this is what I planned for the walls. I made a lot of this yellow riveted loco metal of different types, and we're gonna see about making this work. So I believe this was the one. So there's a couple blocks I'm going to use as like the main texture. That one and this one, I think. But then I've got other things to no, definitely not that one. I've got other things to mix in with the texture. And I'm probably going to do the texturizing of it like later. These are the ones. We're just going to get the basic shape up right now. Part of it, but there's another. What are these slashed? Oh, okay, it's these ones. So we've got, this is like the riveted version. This is the unriveted version, I guess. The slashed version. It doesn't have a border, is the big takeaway. And then we're also going to be running these ones. Yeah. Now, I don't know how well this is how good this is gonna look mixing these two textures together when they have borders, but we're gonna see. I'm gonna use some of this kind of thing like as an intermediary between them, hopefully to help break it up. We're gonna see. It's probably gonna end up being not so textured in the end and be more like a uniformed look, with these things structurally making sense. But this is what we're gonna go for now. Joshua says, I use a lot of loco metal in my building. Love the steampunk look. Heck yeah. Yeah, this is the first time I've really used loco metal in any kind of a build. So definitely excited about this. Really, probably need these. Let me grab them back. And this is gonna be a big portion of the build probably right here, other than figuring out the machines. Oh yeah, but anyway, Joshua, so I'm gonna be doing the build. I'm gonna be doing like what you did with 8 machines, 8 across, you know, for each tier. And actually, let me just go back to base really quick. I'm gonna be doing HV macerators and MV for the rest of the stuff for now, so I can cut down on the fuel cost a little bit. Or this. So this is what I'm thinking for a setup. How does this look right to you, Joshua? Like macerate, wash, thermal, and sifting. So I'm going to split it between those at that point, depending on what's best for the material. And then a final macerate centrifuge. From what I was looking at, it seems like this is the kind of setup I want to use. You see any changes? Anything I need to change with that? When I was looking at the picture you sent me, it did look like you had 5 rows of things. So I don't know if I'm just missing something, but it seemed like this was an okay setup for the most part. Let me know what you think about that. Oh, I'm not eating Sammy's. Haven't been here in a while. Get in there. The door is blocked. Oh, well. All right. Know exactly how I want to go about this. I'm just going to start by putting some layers down, I think. Do this. So this base layer is probably going to be pretty unnecessary. I just mean the fact that I've wasted a lot of my black terracotta on it, because I do plan on making it bulge out a little bit with copycat blocks and more black terracotta. So you probably won't be seeing any of this in the interior of the block, but yeah, I'm leaving it there. Yeah, I think the best bet is probably to fill this in with just one metal at this point, probably this metal. And then I'll come back later and just, you know, spend time looking at it, deciding what I need to do, where I need to like add textures, make changes, break things up, all of that. If not, this could probably take hours trying to figure out a proper texture with this stuff, being that I haven't really used it before. And I've got actually quite a few different versions of local metal in here. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. And then we can get to the machines a little quicker. I do need to have a roof for these machines as it is raining. Yeah, those skylights that I put on the MV building over there, when I was putting them in, it was a little scary because it's like winter's coming, but it hasn't been really raining yet, right? But I got to open up the roof and expose the machines below. Like, but it hasn't been raining. I got this. No problem. I'm going to do it quick. As soon as I got like 10 blocks broken, boom, started raining. It's like the game's programmed to know, oh, you've got exposed machinery. We're going to teach you a lesson. So I panicked. I barely got a roof back on in time. Like, honestly, I don't know why the stuff didn't blow up. It was getting rained on, but apparently it wasn't enough yet to explode it. So I got pretty lucky there, but the game tried. It wanted to ruin my day. So I'm eventually going to start curving this in. We're going to have like a rounded hill sort of shape is the idea. Probably should start working on this side too, though. Oh, I missed a lot of talk. Your energy and time bottleneck will be thermal. Yeah, I hate thermal. It takes so long. Sifting isn't much better, honestly, though. But thermal, hate it. But let's see. There's 4 main rows. Okay, a side row for gems. A back row for additional centrifuges for some dust, and a packer for small pile. Okay, so you will be making some small piles and that's good. I hadn't thought about that yet. Let's see. Side row for gems, but you had split off, right? You had gone like what I've listed here. So this is where you split off. I believe you had 5 thermals and 3 sifters, and that's how you split it. That's what I was planning on doing. And then 5 macerators again, and 3 centrifuges for the sifters. I believe. And I probably should have some electrolyzers out here for people. And definitely the multi-smelt. And I'm already out. So go ahead. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take oh no, I thought I could adjust these once they've been made. Rat. Wow. I guess the plan was really to texturize it first. This would have gone a lot further. Wow, I've blown it. Let's just do this for now. Oh yeah, and this is copper wrapped ones that I made specially for yeah, it is not gonna work. Let me finish reading really quick. Back row for additional centrifuge. After wash split for gems, non-gem. Wash, yep. Olive, congrats on the raise for sure. But with update, you will want to split off after gem sift. Right here, right? The following gem types: diamond, ruby, sapphire, emerald. They have slurry line now. Yeah, but I can't make slurries until I get to the moon, right? I tried doing that and I was blocked. I'm pretty sure you got to get to the moon now for slurries. I don't know if we want to worry about that in this processing line, but we can leave room for it to add later for sure. Cool. This is not what I wanted. I'm gonna have to make an ugly build right now to fill this in. So forgive me for that, but we need to get a roof on this thing for now so we can work on the machine themselves. They have a slurry line now that has better, so you don't macerate them. You want full gems on all sides. Gotcha. Go ahead. I have them being centrifuges at this point, sift into centrifuge. And I'm only going to HV the macerate plant. So I don't think I'm that set up currently to go mass produce a lot more of this loco metal. I believe I needed yellow dye for it, and I think I was kind of low on that for one. That's why I'm not really worried about going back right now and fixing the lack of blocks I had been using. We're just gonna have to ignore the fact that this is an ugly build for now, hopefully. My idea is sort of like like one of those future crash garage type things you see a lot in video games. It's gonna be sort of rounded off pill shape, like sort of like a sideways Quonset hut. And this is gonna be like a garage door kind of opening area. Probably have a working door that covers that, but I don't know if it needs it. Now, you do something like connect to this point. I can have this like moment, but I can pretend that this is that block, and I can have it kind of overlay slightly like that, so that it looks like it's getting a little more connection, a little more structurally sound. And that's a good way to go. I need this one. And the planet. So have you built the new multi-block precision thingy, whatever it is, for bulls and diamond stuff yet, Joshua? And did you put it in a clean room? I saw some recipes needed to be in a clean room, but I don't think everything yet. But it makes sense, I guess, just putting it in one ahead of time so you don't have to worry about it later. I guess we're gonna come across there. Not yet. Oh, cool. I'm a little curious about it because it needs those new like quartz crucibles. Faster. I'm gonna tear this whole place down. It needs those new quartz crucibles, and you use one in the build, but I was looking at the recipes and it looks like there's a chance to consume that crucible. But I don't see how you replace it. You can see it visibly inside the machine, but it's like, do they really want us to actually tear the machine apart and replace that one in the middle, or what? So I'm interested to see on how that works. Yeah, I did make a massive backlog of the stuff as well. I'm pretty happy I did that. This texturing is so ugly. Oh, what have I done? I should have made so much of this stuff. Originally, I was gonna texture on the fly. I was in a different space back then. And yeah, it consumes it in the item hatch. Okay. It's like a mold for the extruder. Okay, good to know. I wasn't sure how that was gonna work. That makes sense though. I don't think I've actually made anything yet that requires it. I believe only the bulls do. And I've only made the diamond alloy metal stuff, that new diamond alloy. I do like that there's more uses for it though. It's not just the bulls. So if we start get in at that, definitely gonna be too low. Go up 2 more, let's say. That will reach. Except it's too curved. I want it to be more of an angle, or like a rounded off angle. This. I'm out of blocks again. It's such a disaster. All right, let's do this. Oh, this is gonna be so much work cleaning up later. Something like that. Yeah, that's a little better. Here. Something along those lines. It's going to be interesting to see how these work. Those kind of curves often don't look too good, so I'm probably going to adjust that. And I don't want to worry about this build too much more at the moment. I do want to get to the machinery. So I'm going to make sure we got enough of this middle portion covered. And then we'll start to build. Okay. Beautiful, isn't it? It's a weird design, especially weird with this texture. I swear I'll fix it. Sorry. It'll look good depending on your taste. Anyway, all right, let's get to building this other stuff. bitch of have it. Smoke box, that's gonna be decoration. You'll box decorate. Well, grab these here. Slabs, macerators, stuff. Go ahead and grab all that. Cables. Pipes. Should have had pipes though, but overlook that. Huh. Okay, go grab some more pipes from quicker going over this jetpack. Like a okay. Thought that was a new chat. Anyway, Joshua, if you're here, check it out. This is my clean room now, and the extruder, high temperature precision fabricator. Yep, got that thing going. Yep, this is the new clean room. I originally built the 5x5x5 here, and then that thing came out, and it said it needs to be in a clean room, so we made adjustments, and now that's the clean room. Just barely fits. Pipes. Those. Cast one. Still deciding where I'm gonna move your clean room to. Yeah, I was thinking I was gonna have to move it too. I wasn't happy about it. I didn't want to move it. But luckily it was able to fit up there. I thought there was no way I'd be able to fit that up there. I also wasn't sure on how the size increase worked for a while there. I tried to increase just one wall size and it didn't work. So I thought it had to go like either from 555 to like 666, 777, or even like to 10, 10, 10, 15, 15. I wasn't sure. But it turns out the only thing that was wrong is you need to have nothing but these filters on the open space. And I didn't realize that. So as soon as I realized that, I put it together and it worked fine. Wait, let's get back out there. Yeah, just update has put a huge wrench in your plans. Oh, sorry to hear that, bud. Yeah, gonna center it off of the hallway. A little bit of this. I want to center here. So we're looking at right there's the middle. So 2, 3, 4. This should be that should be how wide the system is going to be. I think what I'm going to do, things drop easier than they move up just in general. So I think I'm going to start at the top and we'll do, if we're running off of this build idea, we're going to need 3 levels of height for each machine. So for half of this, we're going to need 6, go 6 high, I believe. Probably higher once we figure out all the piping into this stuff, but yeah, that's what I'm going to go off. Let's do 6. Then we're going to these HV macerators right here, the plant. Yeah, we're covered. And fits. Okay. Olive, crazy how you've gained OP flight considering you started this server by not being able to tell that asbestos is toxic. Heck yeah. It's crazy. If this thing had better fuel, like I could go anywhere so fast on this server. I'm loving it. But yeah, it does consume fuel pretty fast. You can see I'm already down to 16%. But I love it so much. Let's see. I want this to go down into, because I haven't built yet, washer. So I think so I could put them directly up against it. Like I could put the washer right there, but then that might cause problems with like spacing. Like it might be more efficient if it can spread out better, like especially if we're processing multiple things. So I should probably, I'm thinking, run tubes here, fluid, and grab any item pipes. All right, let's run back to base. I gotta grab item pipes and let's make some washers. Hopefully there's nothing too serious as far as like materials required to make this stuff, that I feel like I have for the most part all of the stuff I'm gonna pipes. What I've been using seems to work fine. We'll send those. Let's see. I'm gonna make, I need 8, right? 8 of those. Oh, and we can make 7, of course. Done those. What are we missing? We're missing 1 bronze rotor. Not big of a deal. Bronze. Got some bronze over here at the moment. This, no, that's not the diamond. That's a new ingot though, I believe. Rotor. That in there. How about rotor mold? $15 seconds per rotor. Come on. Oh, Joshua. So do you know what the new turbine things are for? Like how they work? I've made one and I've messed around with a little bit, but I can't figure out a way to get them to work. Like these ones. I made this one, but there's a Luma Steel one. Oh, there it is. I made this one. It sounds cool. I thought it was going to work like on these things, like you attach them to these turbines, but that doesn't seem to be the case. The more I read it, the more it seems like you need to have like a separate block that's a holder for your gears, and I don't know anything about that yet. I haven't been able to find any real info. Have you been able to figure out how to use those? All right, let's get this last sent. Rotors are for the large multi-block turbine. Large multi-block turbine. Large multi-block turbines. That sounds amazing to me. If it's something I can make currently. Yes. We got IV here. I'm not making IV yet. I'm in EV. Oh, but that might not be necessary. Look at that. Okay. Rotor holder, though. What's the deal with that? Not IV? Okay. So it's in the HV line. Gregtech Energy Quest. Yeah. So oh. Okay, that's incredible. I'm gonna look into making these, absolutely. I love multi-blocks and the idea of a multi-block power generation. Heck yeah. Sweet. I'd gonna make these washers really quick. There, we're also gonna need some other stuff. What's next on our list? Thermals. 5 thermals. Actually, this is too much for this block system I have with 3 gas turbines on here. So I'm gonna turn this back into, well, the system I used to have. I'm gonna steal those 3 and I'll put them out there for the main processing. And that'll help out. Plus, I think I have one pre-made over here. Steam is the first one, but EV gets you the gas one. So I'm in basic EV. I'm making circuits and stuff. I'm making titanium. Hopefully I can make that. I'd love to go straight to the gas one for sure. They're one of the main ways to get power until endgame. Nice. Thermal. Got 1 in there, so that means I need 1 more. Pro 4x Cupro. That. And their power is based on dynamics and efficiency. The other small variables are based on what type of rotors you use. Those rotors are kind of tough to make too. So I'm interested in seeing how all that works. Hopefully they have last decently long because they have durability. Ricky said, hey, we happen to have extra Canthal coil blocks. Sure do. Let's take a look here. I've got 62 Canthals. I've also got 82 Nichromes. You're welcome to all of the Canthals and some of the Nichromes. Ricky did say something else. What would you like for them? Nothing. Nothing is the answer. So just come grab them. They're in the storage here. Come pick what you need. We need to get us to building Zeta Force 1 or Zeta Space Force. So, however I can help for that, happy to help. Oh, come on. You're happy. What am I doing? I'm building, I need 1 more thermal still. Yeah, send it still. Need to build the washer. Three of them. I'll make 1. But it went away. Give me 1. Room. All right. Make the thermal. Got 4 washers. I'm gonna need sifters. Zeta 1 is so close I can taste it. Heck yeah, olive. Same here. I'm excited. Wait till you see what we build. The idea that Ricky's got sounds amazing. Hey, Ricky. All right, so next we're gonna get the item pipes in. And we'll go ahead and connect them. Send them down. Perfect. Perfecter. Okay. And later I'll make filters to properly filter everything. I'll do the pipe filters, I believe, so we can just stick them straight on as opposed to like hooking smart chutes up in between these. Oh, but you know, I think I originally planned on using smart chutes, so we don't need this to go that high, honestly. I want to go take a look at this. We do washer, pipe, thermal. Okay, no, it still needs that room. I'm tripping. Let's go ahead, put these extra washers in. Made 9. Off somewhere. Off this side? What the heck? How did I? Oh man, how did I not notice that? I am still sick, everybody. That's gotta be why. Oh man. Now let's go ahead and do this. No, I probably don't need to be doing the downspout. It's gonna happen naturally, but I did it. Thermals. We go here. Right. Then this is where the sifters are gonna go. Let's go and do this. Okay. That's going to be the first. Yeah, I'm a fool. I did initially have the smart chutes on there. Half is not 3, half is 2. Oh, I blew it. All right, well, let's get rid of this. By the way, just looked up on old Minecraft series I'm nostalgic for. 8 years old, worked in 710. Nice. 710 was one of my favorite eras of Minecraft, I gotta say. It was, we had that for such a long time, and the mods back then were just incredible. They were way more experimental, less cookie cutter than they are nowadays. Great time for Minecraft and modding. Did not expect to see that when I turned around. Hey, Ricky, looking good. Heck yeah. I'm not coughing a whole lot, especially since I promised try and mute when I cough. This will be better. Go washers. Wash, washer. Go ahead and connect them. That. Now, once I get this going, I'm gonna like see where I need to add on things like side outputs for things that don't belong. I'm gonna need like, there's gonna be an initial load point, but I'm gonna need to have points where you can load like mid process. So like a chest here to load into this stage. Same here is kind of what I'm thinking. And I think this makes sense probably too, to put it on this side closer to the hallway side. Convenience. And that, start putting in the center or the thermal. See how we want to connect this. Gonna have to come from the bottom. Probably makes sense to connect from this side mainly. So we probably just do something like this, at least to get things started. Backs. Minecraft really is the kind of game that's kept alive by the players. I've seen videos of people making up lore and drama that puts Hollywood to shame. Nice, for real. It's so good, like for just what you can make happen. You can do so much in Minecraft, especially from a content standpoint, whereas like other games just don't offer the same kind of opportunity. Quick. Good. Got macerators are going to go here. And then should be the final layers. We're going to need an output here. There. Okay, now we're going to need to go make the rest of the machines really quick. It's going to be, what, 3 sifters, 3 centrifuges. Then we'll work on hooking up the power to them and getting them going. Gonna add some E turbine. Are these? There we go. Minecraft ARG video, alternate reality game, are so good. Some channels put a ton of depth and lore into the inception into the stories where they feel like they could be real. I don't know if I've seen any Minecraft ARGs really. Zeta 1 is so close you can taste it. What does it taste like, Olive? Nice. Let's see. Grab those. Gonna make 3 sifters. Electric pistons. So how many of those can I make? Make 4 right now. Is that really all? Need more motors. Need so many of these. I need Kepro. Don't have any Kepro. Hey, I try to. Oh wait, got those. Packer? Packer. Unpack? Terracotta. Capro. Yeah, you unpack the Capro. I thought you would. You thought you'd say steak. Nice. It's like victory. Love it. Those art projects of Minecraft being a post-apocalyptic. That's the kind of thing I wish would be the Minecraft movie instead of we got Jack Black playing himself. It was pretty much himself. That's his only role anymore. This is such a great recipe. I love being able to take the rubber back off of these. Just turn all of these X. I think it's 2X. Hope so, 'cause that's what I'm doing. And just 4. That. Pick all of that up really quick. Oh, I needed to make this. Toss those back into the system now. Hoping it would taste like cheesecake. There's so much potential with Minecraft movie. Nah, that's Zeta too. Nice. Let's see how we look at sifters now. Make 2 of them. What do we need for the 3rd? A bunch more stuff. Aluminum rod. On aluminum in here? That's aluminum. Get these turning into rods. It definitely did something L. Nice. If each one was is a different taste, then let's make Zeta 6 steak and Zeta 7 barbecue stock. Nice. Little 6-7 combo there, huh, Joshua? All right. Could have done a mystical fantasy with a very few characters and letting the visuals tell a story, but Hollywood doesn't respect the audience. What Hollywood knows how to do is try to turn everything funny. So that's like their main go-to, it feels like, anymore. Yeah. Like scratch and sniff, but with rockets. 6-7, Ricky says. Nice. What am I making? I needed those rods so I could make all those up. I thought those were able. God, I had that over there. I'm definitely gonna need to make some adjustments to the build that we've got going. Yeah. I get these right? Yeah. Back in. Have any sifter stuff? Oh no, those were for it. Dang it. All right, 4. Amazing how frequently 6-7 happens in casual conversation. Yeah, there is no getting away from it, Kenzie. It does. It comes up constantly these days without even happening, like intentional, without being intentional. At least in things I'm seeing. People don't even notice it when they do it anymore. I guess the bad thing is that I notice it. One more sift. Okay. Filters. More zinc. Curious how many is too many greenhouse? 5. I believe he's tried to fit 4 greenhouses into a small space. I'm pretty sure he could do it. He has 6 already. That's wild. 7, 6, 7. Oh yeah, nailed it. All right, what am I doing? Another sifter. I need zinc. Made a bunch. My bed pack sucks right now. With got no fuel, no power. I know I made zinc. Where is it? Oh, okay. Dude, that's good. Olive says, I hate this. I get it. Kenzie, I hate it here too. Nice. Stuff. Good. There we go. All right, a little closer. That, get those again. I don't think I could fit a 7th, but I kind of want another one. Are those all 6 of those just for the wood? If so, you will need one for your other stuff. A greenhouse building, that could be cool actually. Not a bad idea. You'd have to add a whole new build next to it, which you have that other build that was going in next to it. Great idea though. Plates. And this. All right. Can't make last one now. Yes, I can. And what else was it? Centrifuges? Yeah. Thermal one, we need that one, that washer. So we will have 6 or 7 greenhouses. Yes. I have a greenhouse building with the update and them being shorter. I went from 5 to 10. Nice, Josh. More motors. Good motors. Haven't. Okay. Oh, I got 2. Heck yeah, I need 1 more. All right. Oh, I can make 12 right now. Yeah. This. I wish this system was a little faster. Those up. Oh, I needed one of those. Okay, that's what that extra stuff was for. That No, I just... Go. So now we got everything to finish that. That's good. Oh, see my jetpack. Yeah. Get the last of these machines on. Lifters will go up here. Centrifuge here. Nope, not there. Connecting things. Okay. We've got something. Surely this stuff doesn't need power, right? Ah. Go for power. Gonna so I can have access to the sides if I need them. I guess here. All right, getting closer. This, say this is input for now. This is actually gonna be tough because I'm switching. Like, up any this. Bad. I am messed up. Sure now. Good. So this is going to be the line that initially sends everything you put in the crate in. Now the issue is power. By making these HV and those MV, I can only fit one cable in here. So it's going to blow up or not power one side, right? No way to do this that makes sense. Good. So well centered right now, but I could move it a little bit further apart. One block apart. Move this line back one. Sucks, but I think see what I'm gonna have to do so I can power this. Should have stuck to one tier. Probably. It was just gonna be so tall initially. But that's when I was thinking I was gonna use smart chutes as well. Sure hope these other filters will work as well as I'm hoping. And you would have stayed straight HV. We haven't made HV for some of this stuff just yet. So, yeah. And I'm currently running this off a Reformit. It's gonna work fine, but it's not ideal because it's not HV. here. Guess I really should have a sort of a mock-up first. This. Hopefully it happens when I break that. It. I just thought it would make sense to use a mixture, you know, just to save energy. Since I'm kind of like all over the place. But I am fully through MV now. I guess it does make sense. I just made all of this stuff. I guess I could scrap it down. Hey, Ricky, you need any of these MV meat machines that I've got here? Probably, right? Does make sense if I turn it all to HV2 because it's going to be a lot easier to wire everything. I don't have to move it slightly. Not that that's the big issue. But yeah. You don't have any of them yet? Perfect. Remember that Mac uses very little amps. Mac computers? What do you mean Mac? Let's hop over this hill really quick. Oh, the macerators. They use very little amps. That's good. I'll definitely save. Get them started. We're out. Okay. You can hear the atmosphere up here. Let's take a quick look. Uses, arc scrap, arc furnace, probably either way to go. Let's just toss all this stuff in the arc scrapper and forget about it for now, which I do have a HV version of. So hopefully that was the right thing and I didn't just do badly. All right, back at it. We're gonna need washers. Need those ones, save it, and we can make 8. Try that again, and I can make 8. Send. Heck yeah, so that works perfectly there. Hopefully the rest of these machines go as easily, but I've only made so many of these motors and hulls, it probably won't go much. I hope the circuits last too. I don't know, looking at circuits currently. Gonna see what we can get done here. So that. So we'll need 5 thermals, 3 sifters. Nope. 5 of those. Grab sifters. Good. Hey, perfect. Take it. But that's also a bad sign for the rest of the HV machines. One of these key ingredients is going to be missing. Like maybe it's the item filters. That's all we're missing. We don't need those. Oh yeah, it was the same. And there we go. We've already almost redone it all. Yeah, water to those washers too. I look at for those. All works. Dang. And 4x wire. I think that's probably the best bet for now. I don't have to worry about making new Canthal. Haven't made Canthal just yet since the update. I know it is definitely harder now. So for now, just do this and I'll work on rebuilding a batch of these later. Grab that. Feel like that's true. But there. It's 4, so set this to 4 really quick, and we're gonna toss those in there, get the first one going. Oh, it's the oxygen that's too low. Grab here. And we can go ahead and throw those back in. All right, now we're getting. Come on, come on. Have 9 when I need 10. There. I'll leave those for now. Probably need them turned into wires anyway if we're going to be back in the coils, but not a problem for right now. He's in over here for now. Out later, and let's do B motor. That over. The backpack, get 2 made, almost there. Grab the wire. Okay. Over to our liquid rubber. We've got like 2 million liquid rubber currently, which is nice. Don't have to worry about that for probably a while. Always do that here. Button. That. swear it's always nighttime. Just in Minecraft in general. But, and we're good. All right. Go make this last one and put them build together correctly this time. And one of these, please. Oh, I need a motor. That something else there is missing, which looked like more Canthal. Motors, check. Now check. And come on. Oh! Or those, I need more Canthal. There we go. That's enough. Perfect. And boom, boom, boom. Wasn't too bad as far as rebuilding the machinery. Get back out there. Yeah. So over here, I'm gonna put in the washers. Whoa. And then over here, got we're on the bottom, right? Not tripping. Oh wait, did I do something wrong? I did something wrong, didn't I? Did I just not thought I had enough? Sure. Did I fully trip in there? I thought I made all the machines. Clearly not there. Ooh. What happened? Yeah, well, I guess it was a little worse than I thought it was. Check HV really quick. Have any of them. All right, so I need 2 thermals. 2 of these. Make 2. Sweet. And I need 3 center. That. More motors already? Oh, that's a mess. All right, we will be 1 short for the time being, and I'll put that in later. Is that that's a big tangent at this point. Here's another tangent. I've got a distillation tower, a large steel boiler, and a fluid grilling rig ready to go at some point. Save those for later, but I got those ready to go. Also haven't checked to make sure this is set up right. Book did say they can be buggy setting them up. Guess we're to that point now. So we'll do the thermals there. Those later. I think at this point, tires the most sense to attach. I'm not gonna have enough of these currently. The superconductors, I mean, so I'm gonna have to use some of the regular ones, but that's no big deal. And I can replace those later once I make some more. superconductors. Cool. Connect these to the machines. Head and do that here as well. Oh wait, maybe I will have tires depending on where I put the generator. Alright, looking good-ish. I'm thinking doing this. Send those. This is going to wire. What am I doing? Nobody yelled at me in time. I know I didn't give you a chance to, but oh, that was dumb of me. All right, so I was going to these. Just not going to be it. Go like that. So the thing is, with the thermals, I had 4 set up inside, and I know that 3 regular turbines weren't enough to power them. Yeah, do something like this. Try 4 and just see how well that handles. I can make adjustments later. And then down here, hopefully it won't require as much, and I can just do a little bit of this. Like that. Wrench. I'm gonna take this back a little bit, actually, because the way these work, they can only go in the same direction. That output direction north, out. And we could do well. Boom. I hope it's not too much of a problem to get water into these washers. Oh, that's, and the water is technically, it'll have no problem accepting it from the front. It's not going to look great. That's the only option left. Unless it's the washers, I'm not going to be sending liquid. What if I have the water coming in on this side and then I just open up every side so that it flushes all the way down? As long as it can keep up, that might be the way to go. Start flowing. Not. Pipeline incomplete. IO type export. Anyone know why it would be incomplete? Has anybody actually ever worked with these long distance cables, tubes, whatever they are? I'm gonna be right back. I haven't had dinner yet and it's already 7. Probably just gonna grab Mickey D's. Nice. You see the McDonald's stuff lately where the CEO won't eat it, but he keeps pretending to eat it. That's been pretty funny. So it's pipeline formed, import. Be exporting. They buggy? Yeah, that's what the quest book said. So this says it's imported. Pick up the ends and place back down. Okay. Does this look right to you? The direction of the arrows? Like, I feel like that's the way they should go. They should be the last block placed. Gotcha. It says import. Be right back, Josh. Import. Output direction down. Okay, that makes sense. So it's importing from here, outputting down. I wonder if that's going to be an issue, being right up next to it in the way these are known buggy. Let's do this first, like that. Hopefully that's not a problem. Gonna get in that hole, pick that up again. Back down. Let's go there. Incomplete. Port. The direction down. I think it's good now. Let's go replace the other one. Ow. Boom. That area might be unloaded. It might need to be loaded initially for the setup to work, which kind of would make sense. Set it there, did a lot of extra move. Now let's go back over here. Now, the pipe did say completed when I got here last time. So maybe it was set up right and I didn't need to do that. So no, now it's still incomplete. Let's replace this one again. There. Still good. Full blocks. I'm not going to be able to tell, but it also tells me that it is complete. Next. It was kind of a messy transfer last time, so let's do this again. Okay, hopefully that's not a problem. Fine, complete. No type, none. Should say export, I believe. Gotta take that off too for now. All right, let's go back. Something's up. Buggy pipes are right. But apparently once you get it set up, it'll work, like, and not break from there, is my understanding. But what the heck, man? Been draining anything from here? Nothing's drained yet. I'm not sure what to do. It says export, or it wasn't saying export. That might be a good sign. I did replace the block before it. I risk this again. Oh, pipeline formed. Is it working? First, is it visibly draining yet? Might not because I'm not over in the area. Come on, be working, pipes. What sucks? Hey, Ricky. I'm gonna have to do this. Export. Oh. Where did it stop, though? Not sure why it stopped. Why is export red? Try connect. Oh, it's going. All right, we got action over here. Powering up. Anything? Yup, it's working. It is working. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't need to stay loaded, because I thought that's why we had these, is for long distance, so that it didn't need to stay loaded. Hopefully that's the case. But we got power generating. It'd be 20 minutes till that one's charged, and a half an hour till those are fully charged. Working. Boo. Now, where is all force load that chunk? Like, no, probably can't. I get over by it to force load it. hope it's okay. I've been purposely not force loading things because it feels like it's been buggy, but it might just be the memory leak that is adding to the issue. So hopefully no problem force load. I think it's this chunk. Gonna go bam and bam. We're force loaded. Oh, we get 3 force loadable chunks per person here. That's the first one I have going current. Well, the only one I have going currently. Yep. So we discovered that there's pigs breeding out of control down in the south, and I thought that could be adding to our memory leak, and we still have the memory leak. You can see right there in the F3 window right here that it is still active, but since we've updated, the server's been way better. Like, it's so smooth, and Ricky did pull a lot of the pigs that were down there. So it's not like it was a big area where there were so many pigs. They were like entity cramming, and they were stuck in like a grid pattern. There were so many, it was wild. I'd never seen anything quite like it that massive. I feel like that could have been adding an issue to the server, just because of the way this mod pack handles, like, you know, breeding and animals and all that, and the fact that stuff happens when you're not necessarily in the area. But yeah, we'll see. The server is running much smoother now. It's probably a combination of all those improvements. You also have some beef that's good for 463 years. Dang, I don't see how you guys get it to those crazy numbers. I do all the steps, mine end up being 12 years, 15 years. But I also discovered that preservation doesn't matter when I'm making lavash, because the lavash ends up being the same preservation no matter what the items that went into it were. So that was good to know. Let's start adding some batteries, all of these, so they can all continue to run eventually once it gets fully powered up. I've got easily 100 more of those batteries back in my storage, so I can keep or finish that off, no problem. I don't want that here though, and when I go to move it later, hopefully it doesn't a problem. Probably not. It was probably the force load thing that was the issue. Surely, right? That going later. But I'd say the system is pretty set up. I need to give out water to that. Need to set up filters later, but yeah, I'll do that later. Let's look at the water though real quick. I don't really know that I currently have a thing of water actually. Got the distilled water. I don't want to waste that on. Look at this. Super Tank 3, Super Tank 2, Super Tank 3. Love these. And when I switch to these, I can reclaim a bunch of Super Tank 1. So these are great. Water. Oh, I got Ricky's Super Tank. Ricky, I stole your Super Tank. I didn't mean to. This. Let's fill it up with water really quick. I'll get a more dedicated method of water. A more dedicated method of delivering water to those ore washers later. Okay, Ricky says he doesn't need it. Yeah, you do. Okay. All right, halfway full. Come on, bucket. Pair this section. this, that, you, that. And I don't have any more roads, so I'll just save that for now. Gotta toss that there. Good. So it's gotta be still not full. Come on. The great pig plague. It was. The lag would get bad when it would get bad from the memory leak. It would get a point where we'd start like just kind of freezing up for a second, and then you go a little bit, and like 20 seconds later you freeze up for a second, and then you go for a little bit, and that would gradually get more and more often you'd be freezing up. But then when that would happen, things would start breaking. Like Create would always break. But the worst thing about it, I don't know how many times when I started getting that lag spike, I would log out to fix it, log back in, my keybinds fully reset. That is so frustrating. I hate keybinds too, so it's like having to redo them constantly. A little annoying, but I haven't had to do that since the server update, so that's promising. Put that just say there. Gonna draw water naturally. Probably so. Other way, this, that. Water one, no, not. Boom. And mallet action, so it's draining. Mallet. That again for anything. Okay, water's in there. Let's see. Push it here easily. No, it doesn't have a water auto. I mean, does it? This might not work, huh? Because washers don't have a liquid output. Boo! Which means there's no other course of action. Put it in the front. How doable is that? We'll need the mallet again, obviously. I'll just leave it there for now. Surely I won't need to use it again. That already had water, so let's connect this. Filling up. One had input, the one option checked. This one fill up. Yeah, all right, so this is gonna work. It's just not the best looking setup. Water. Off, connect water. That should be good. That section's done-ish. Now another issue is be able to attach or to add things mid-line. Hey, I was able to pause it that time for most of the coughing. All right, doing this so that can output from a crate without having to use a thingamabobamajigger, the conveyor or something, the item conveyor to spit them out, I believe. Straight terracotta. So it is going to need that, right? This is gonna. So I do still need an item conveyor no matter what. means we don't need to go down here. Bit up higher. Whoa. Whoa. Talking good about this no lag we're having. Surely that was just a fluke though. And bring it down a little lower. Wait. Yep, definitely getting some lag now. Had to start talking about the memory leak and all that. Ah! That makes sense. Hopefully I'm still connected. Everything's okay online. Oh, Joshua's back. Hey, Joshua. Guess I'm still there, I think. Yeah, I'm still there. Probably wait till it says I'm not there anymore. It might have been something more serious. Maybe Ricky's 40 electric greenhouses are too much. I'm just kidding, but funny. Come on, let me in. Boo! That's weird. It makes me think maybe the server crashed. Although I feel like Ricky would have probably said something in my chat if the server actually crashed. I mean, you guys are still here, right? My internet is working. Wait. Supposed to be a red dot on OBS? It looks like everything's working. Server's fine? Okay, cool. Thanks, Ricky. Isn't it? It's still on the server. Yeah, just me. Luckily, I'm happy to hear it's just me. There are still random cat crashes occasionally. Usually when I get a random crash, it actually boots me all the way out. That's hopefully nice, although I don't know if it's going to let me in. It's probably not going to let me in because I'm still in. Let me in, game. On here. Clear. Oh, something's happening. Ah. Ricky never gets any crashes. Of course. You got an amazing computer. Maybe that's why, hopefully. My computer's not that great. It's definitely old. I'm gonna need to be getting a new one soon. But let me in, game. I don't want to have to fully reboot. I don't know what that's gonna do to the stream in OBS and Minecraft because it's set to record the Minecraft itself specifically. Erg. Pretty decent, to be honest. It's because you don't heavily modify the pack, Ricky. I don't heavily modify. I remove stuff. I make it more compatible or less laggy. I remove a bunch of excess stuff so that it runs smoother. Let me give the server. No, Ricky. Oh wait, I can look. Oh no, that's me. You logged off. I think I just have to reboot Minecraft. I just don't know what we'll do with the stream. You think you'll be able to afford a new computer with these prices? No way. Definitely not, especially with the RAM issue coming. But I'm gonna have to make something happen. I'm just hoping the computer will keep going for a while. I am pretty good at keeping it like optimized. I do a lot of optimizations that most people never do. And then I do a lot more past that. So this computer should be running pretty well for a while. Do I just have chatting screen? Yeah, I've got the top of the chat screen going. I've got the screen. It's still showing. Yeah, I guess you can see that though. See what's happening. All right, server's rebooting, it looks like. Sorry, Ricky, but thank you. I appreciate the help here. They say the RAM issue should start getting better sometime around 2028, hopefully. Hopefully that's the case. Here, Nintendo Switch is just going to start going up drastically, and that's a bad thing because of the way Nintendo works. Once they see that they can sell the product at their new price point, they'll never drop it back down. So it's going to have to go up crazily because of the missing RAM. People will buy it, and that'll be, you know, excuse enough for them to keep the prices that high moving forward, and then even higher on the Switch 3 or whatever comes next. I have a screen in OBS which just says, oh, just chatting screen when it's my face, so it does. Okay. Might get better when the AI bubble pops. Could be. Yeah, I should set up a chat. So, a screen specifically for this kind of situation. That newbie to streaming, I don't know these things I need to do necessarily. It's my excuse. We'll get better when AI bubble pops. I already read that. Come on, server. Oh, nope. Speaking of AI, they say there's a rumor, I've brought this up before, that all the like data centers that they're running off of, because AI runs so hot, it's heating up the world even more. And that's, you know, one thing I do know, it is the hottest summer we've had here in a long time, and it's still winter, right? So we're breaking records out here. It's 84 today where I live and 87 tomorrow, which is way hot for this time of year where I'm at. And just a little bit south of me in Sac, they're hitting 90 something today, and they hit the 90s yesterday. It's crazy. Well, that's a complete lie. Probably. The temperature's not, but the AI stuff, you know, probably a lie. It would be pretty tough to like actually change the overall like temperature of the world by a degree or so. Like, sure, it'll heat up the area, but yeah, that's probably just totally crazy. It's not letting me on. I'm gonna have to. Let's do this. I'm gonna put it on. Literally been interviewing for a job at a data center. Nice, we got the insider here. Heck yeah. Do you know when RAM's gonna go down? Let me put it on Rustlands here. I'm gonna keep my voice active. Now, you see this Rustlands? This is my opening like stream starting soon screen. There's no audio on here. There's a little bit of very quiet ambient sounds in the background, but that's it. There's no music. Every time I use this, a company claims my video, copyright claims it, that I'm using their copyrighted audio when it's nothing playing. They always mark a portion that has no audio. So it's like, what's that about? And they keep doing it. And I'm winning the disputes against them, but it's getting kind of annoying. Oh, here we go. We're back. Heck yeah. I was just about to log off Minecraft. Back. Swear RAM prices better drop. Oh, maybe we're not back. Yeah, hopefully they drop, but yeah, what I keep hearing is 2028 is like the soonest they could drop. So if that's the case, it's a shame. The way's out. It's gonna be a whole new world at that point. All right. Got a lot of stuff back here. These machines are loud now. The EMI spike. There we go. All right, we're back at it. Thanks for sticking with me through that. If you guys are still here, I figured out what the frozen screen when you log on is. It's the log on player and vulnerability being removed, huh? I thought, did it change? Because I thought for sure it used to be an EMI thing and there was so much loading with EMI, but they've changed EMI a lot now. You can see there's these pluses. That cleared up a lot of the clutter by putting things in this kind of format where you can open up and see all the buttons. Let's see. Ricky's consorting with the enemy. Yeah, right? You are so anti-AI, Kenzie. What are you going to do about that? Is Ricky just totally your most hated now? Or is it me because I talk about AI a lot? I know you don't like it. I was watching the code. Nice. That's where the lag's coming from? Okay, sweet. Good to know. Do that. I'm gonna need another crate and I'm gonna need some item conveyors. The enemy being data centers. Nah. Okay, what I need? I come back here for item conveyor. No. Okay, stayed good. Item conveyors. Of course, I've got none. Just sworn I did. How hard does it make? Make. All right, 5. Heck yeah. Let's see. Make crates. Make 1. Oh wait, I might be able to make more. Since the tool's not in there, it doesn't show. Yeah. You can only load 1 at a time when the tool's not in there. And I am gonna. Oh, no. That's good enough for now. Gather, make. There's save. That's not how you spell item. Yeah, let's do that. And then building runs at 150 Celsius now. I'm American like you, but I believe that's around like what 250 degrees or so. Oh yeah, crates. Or on me. Crates. Boom. Good. Okay. Ooh. Should grab something like process. Test it. Know that I really have anything. Try 300. Oof. That sounds hot. I'm crazy. Seems pretty hot, Ricky. Quite the same. Grab some kind of metal really quick. Mine right here. Need that. Yeah, ladders. Who needs ladders? Consider water boils at 212, which is 100 Celsius. Makes sense. The superior unit burger brain. WTF is a kilometer. It shoots machine gun in the air. Nice. Data centers aren't going to Malay. Might as well run one. Yeah, I agree. They're not going anywhere. There's just going to be a lot more. We need to find a way to accept it, and if anything, maybe help with new technologies so that we don't have to drain all the rivers, right? Lakes, whatever they're going to be doing with that. Other than that, I mean, it's not like it's a problem, sure, for certain people, like in certain, well, I guess as it expands, it's going to be a lot more of a problem for jobs. Right now, it affects more of the art community, which that sucks because, you know, the art community is kind of needs it more, but you know, the world changes. We have to learn to adapt or be miserable. Let's see. Put that there. Give it a conveyor. Like that. I just put 4 conveyors on this thing. Try that again. Space. There. Now I can click it. Looks like it's working. Let's go ahead. How's that in? Nope. Oh, it's not connected. There we go. All right, it chopped it up and it sent it down. Then this one did go. Didn't seem like it got washed. Or is it already at the end? Somewhere. Where did it end up? I think it's measured in units of millimeters, probably units of 9 at a time. As I see it, it's like ice in the lake, 19th and early 20th century. There was a massive industry of ice harvesting, yeah, the US north, and exported the whole world. Then refrigeration happens. It sucks how whenever a new technology that could actually do something good happens, there are people who first thought it's a scam. It's to scam people with it. The ice industry was devastated and died out. Destroyed the ice. And yeah, ice used to be a big deal. We didn't have refrigerators. We had cooling boxes that you had to put ice in, right? I mean, I know that's the case. I wasn't around for it, obviously, but that's what I've learned. Where did this metal go? I don't think it made it to this side. It's still in one of these, I think. Oh, wait. Still in it. Oh, I didn't set these outputs yet. What am I thinking? That I'm not going to worry about setting them all just yet. Isn't that a valid recipe? No? What? Isn't washing after crushing? When has that been different for a material? Did I hit recipes, maybe? Okay, I hit recipes. Oh man, that scared me. It's a bulk wash. That should... Okay, so it's gonna need a circuit. Hopefully it's the same circuit. This... That kicks it through. All right, so now is gonna have to, or is a spot where we're gonna have to offload things. So probably put offload on this side, but I'm gonna have to do all that when I come back and filter everything later. Horses went from necessary to luxury in under 10 years back then. So we know it's pretty much working. This is definitely going to be a bottleneck. I could go ahead and send it for now. That it's been sent somewhere. Side should have done something, maybe. Maybe not. Look for it in the machine memory card would help you here. Look for it in the tips quest. Machine memory card. So that's like copy pasting, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah, copy paste setting. This thing right here. Forgot I'd made this thing. Happy you brought that up. What the? What am I looking at? This is Ricky? What is this? That's a little odd, right, guys? Okay. Oh. Testing here. Rotating. What is going on? Gonna remove it. You're not sure either, Josh? Why are you always breaking? I don't know, Ricky. I haven't seen this before. It's pretty weird. Close my eyes and look back. There. All right, well, let's see. How does this work? So, okay. Shift right click. Put it in it. Ah! How much for that? Is my GPU dying? I don't think so. My memory card definitely is. Oh man. I mean this stuff. Is your computer having a stroke? I don't think so. I'm still streaming and all. Everything else seems to work fine. Let's look at this movement. Get that movement. No hitching at all. I've changed my polling rates and beaten the lag issue that almost no one even knows about. This shouldn't be me. It's pretty weird though. I don't have a memory card anymore. I'm gonna have to make a new memory card. But it wasn't copying. I don't know how to make it work either. There's this one. In memory card. Sneak right click. Copy. I tried that. Okay. Right click to paste. I probably didn't paste properly. This is not too bad. It's very simple to make. Oh, cool. So happy I grinded that thing. You see that? Oh, do you see them, Ricky? Are they there for you? Please tell me you see them. It can't be me, right? There's nothing here. Oh, Ricky. That's not what I wanted to hear. That. Did I spot something else? I can't zoom. Oh, it vanished. What's that? Can I come back? Look like it. Game is freaking out, man. Oh, it's gone. What'd you do? You fixed it. Yay, Ricky. Okay. This has been a bit of a disaster. I mean, look at this build. I had such high hopes. You fixed it, Ricky. It is gone. I don't know how you did it. By observing. We got like quantum problems here. So how many times have you drank all your liquid because they made it so you can continually drink now? Wait, surely. There's a water. What's the theme here? The theme, it's yeah, I got this idea. It's sort of like I don't know, the color is the closest to the color I wanted. It'll make more sense when it's built, but you know what a Quonset hut looks like, right? So if you look at it from this side, it would look like a Quonset hut. And then on the front over there, there's gonna be like a big garage opening thing. Right now, it's an ugly mess. It was a disaster, but it'll come together. And I have a lot more space than I thought I was gonna have in here. So I'll probably do an EBF in here, as well as the alloy smelter, probably a section for electrolyzer, and who knows what else, but we'll have room for it. Yeah, we just need to fix the look. But yeah, Scrap Mechanic. If you've seen or played Scrap Mechanic, survival mode Scrap Mechanic, you may have seen structures kind of like these. I think that's kind of where I got the idea. I think of it sort of like a tech scrap garage kind of style. I don't know if I'm gonna like that, but I'm gonna leave that for now. Never heard of the game, so probably not helpful. It's a cool game. It's you can build like vehicles in it and stuff. It was in a beta state where that's all you did for like 5 to 10 years or so. I don't even know. That's gonna get filled in. It's not a window. This will all be filled in and textured better. I thought I had a lot more material as far as the walls go. A little bit bigger than I expected. Okay, but this I think is at a bit of a standstill. I think I'm probably gonna call it on this for now. We're probably gonna call the stream shortly, but first I want to build that pisciary thing. It's it's pescatarian, right? When you only eat fish or whatever. So is that word? Is it a pescatarian? I don't even know. I'm surprised for a public building you didn't go for a glass dome. Why? I do build a lot of glass domes and spheres. Well, not necessarily glass, but I was thinking we could do this really quick. Let's set this thing up because I had it ready to go and I want to. X back. So I've got it set up so that facing that way. It's gonna fit in there just like so. And what I no! Yeah, no! Presbyterian? Do I have the thing that takes them apart? Does this take them apart? Oh. Didn't this thing use the thing that took them apart? I thought it could also take them back apart. Ah! What a disaster! Ah! Stupid. Need the thing that takes them apart. It has to be formed to be broken down. Is it not? Oh, it's not formed. All right. Well, thanks for pointing that out. Man, what's with that? Formed behind me. I made sure it was right at first, but the thing was to get it to go that way so that the ghost version pointed that direction. I had to have the controller back. So that's clearly what happened. Now I gotta get it back in the right place. I'll take all this junk down. This was gonna be so smooth, an easy, quick little thing to do. Success, we did it. We succeeded at something today. Oh. The chip ignores the preset ghost version. You have to face the correct way, even though the ghost tells you. Yeah, that's what I figured happened there. It's a shame that it happened in such a way that I can't just easily break it back down as a big freaking structure that takes hundreds of blocks to build. And it's partially like in the wall. And also I found that when you use that, if it conflicts with the block, you end up losing. Oh no, Ricky! Why? All right, we might not be making this today. You need the take aparter. So I had the take aparter, and I believe it turned into this new version of, but it doesn't say it's a take aparter anymore. If I just lost a bunch of material that it tried to form, sucks. Might not have. I'm gonna hope it didn't. Still got a lot of stuff here. Maybe because it's a different tool. Like I've got this upgraded one, the multi-structure manager, like version 3 or something. It's not even giving me like concrete back. I'm gonna have to remake that. I might have lucked out. Yeah, I'd be surprised if I did. Yeah, I've never actually used the machine to take one apart. I built them with the machine or the handheld device, whatever it is. So I've been seeing info on the news about your meteor that flew over Ricky in Ohio. Pretty crazy, and it was a part of the Atlas 3i Atlas debris trail. There's been quite a few meteors coming through, but it sounds like you guys have got the best one yet for sure. Hopefully there's nothing else crazy out there in the tail from that comet or whatever it was. It doesn't behave like any comet we know. But yeah, we knew we were going to be going into that set, like a debris field from it. It's at just like right after perihelion. It left it. That's the path it traveled that we happen to be going sort of right into, not directly right into it, but we're close enough to it where we're catching the edge of the debris trail created from it. All right. Or was it more like here? And 3. Four blocks high. What is this building going to be again? You mean this thing that I'm building, or the building over there that we were working on? The building that we were working on over there was going to be a community ore processing station. This is going to be a pisciculture fishery. So like I believe it like auto generates fish for me, and you tie it into the greenhouses I believe it takes the place of the water and it gives it some kind of fishy water, I guess. And that's a better nutrient, I guess, for growing stuff in the electric greenhouse. So there. Let's go one forward. So put it right there. There. I think that's right, even though it shows backwards. All right. Oh, but that can work? How come that one's still... Oh, I probably had an extra. But this isn't like concrete, but it's still placed it like it is. It's interesting. I wonder if that's going to be okay. Water. All right, we also have to fill this thing with water. Makes nitrate-rich water. Okay, and it exchanges the greenhouse now. Makes floral pellets. Okay. We can just say something. Might have left out first try. First try. That's right. Okay. Let's get some water in here and see. That's a bucket there. A bucket there. Dump that there. Does it matter if it's water? Does it need to be a certain type of water? I think it matters. Water. I'll get plain water. Be on the safe side. Gonna let me do this without issue. Awesome. Right, one layer down where it gets fun. Think that layer's done. Good. It'll be all the way up, right? Which is used in the pisciculture to feed the fish. And cycle continues. Okay, nice. That makes sense. Yeah. Water all the way to the top. Go. Right. not formed. Don't have the important materials on me. It doesn't look like it. Plus, but oh, couldn't form that. As these. I believe I can just fill it in with these. Can I break that? Happen. And bam, bam, and there. We do it. We did it. We got a fishiary. An EV fishiary. Make fish now. Apparently the liquid or the light concrete didn't matter. They'll probably switch it back to the original just for the looks. The cobble's not bad. And I'm gonna need to give this thing power. I assume it doesn't need to connect to the water. Path now. We'll have to come through here. Now go catch fish and put in it. What? Now go free fish. I have to actually put fish in it to get it started. Wow, 3 hours. You got a lot done? Not really, Ragudo. Hey, bud, how's it going? It's been a bit of a disaster here and there. But things have gotten done for sure. Not as much as I would have hoped. But we're here. We're getting it done. That's frustrating. This maple in there and out there. Heck yeah. That's the way in and out now through that side. I'll rework these hatches later. The recipe said, huh? This has to do with catching fish. Oh, okay. So it works like the electric greenhouse, right? Oh, but no. Wait. These are consumed. I thought this generates fish. I have to fish to get the fish. Gonna have to make buckets for real too, it looks like. Well, dang. I thought it just like produced fish and it like gave you fish for your for meat. Like I need a starter. Floral palette. Let's see, talking about those. So you get these as a byproduct, right? Okay, what? Seeds. What happens if I put seeds in here? Can't get roe until you get your first fish. Once you get the first one, it's self-sufficient. Okay. So the roe, they're like eggs, right? I take it these are fish eggs. And they, okay, so they'll take the place. And then you get this as a byproduct. So it does create an internal loop. And you need to feed the fish. And so that's the seeds are feed. Or is this... So the seeds from the greenhouse become the feed for the fish. And that creates a loop. in a closed loop, right? I take it. Making sense now. And so like one burn here gives twice as much, but then you use these. Right, is it? Gives you more. So you'll produce an excess of these, it looks like. All right, cool, cool. Thanks, Joshua. Awesome. I can't wait to get this thing like tied in and fully working properly. Ricky, you're going to need one of these for each of your greenhouses. All right. You have to feed fish. It's crazy, right, Kenzie? Maybe that's why all your goldfish died so fast. Check these out. Decoration. Solar panels that are doing nothing. Okay. Ragudo just showed up just in time as we're pretty much closing down the stream. A little hint, teaser here. Ragudo makes a lot of the amazing mods for Cobblemon, and currently working on making him a Zeta version of a Mon. Well, I'm not currently, I'm about to after stream. So that's what I'm gonna get to after I get off stream and make dinner. I'm gonna be working on creating a new Zetamon with Ragudo's ideas, which are pretty cool. It's a Mon I'm gonna like doing, so I can't wait to get it added to our group of Zetamons. And this one's gonna be a boss Mon, so it's gonna be one of two that we've made that are boss level, that are just super tough. What's a night, eh? Oh, what a night. I thought you said what's a night. Yeah, it's been a crazy night, right? Like I've shown how I can continually blow it left and right. Crazy how I do that. Like it's so much worse on stream too. Like I'm reminded of the time I began stream. I'm in the beneath. Like I got my prospecting electric prospector or prospector thing here. I'm gonna use it, push the wrong button and throw the prospector directly into lava. That is like sums up what I do on stream. It's yeah, pro at this stuff. But anyway, yeah, it's been what, over 3 hours, so we should probably call it. We made some progress. You got to see, you know, what's happened at the base out here. It's definitely been updated. Oh, you can see my eyes and all that. So yeah, we're moving along. Also, like I said, I'm starting to work in a secret lore for this season that ties into next season, and we're gonna start videos back up for the series very shortly. But they're not gonna be like the first half of the ZetaCraft season 5 season. They're not gonna be well, they were more like lax, right? Kind of like a stream, just taking it easy, keeping it real, you know. Now that's gonna be what streams are for. And my videos are going to be a little more story narrative driven, and I think it's going to work really well. I'm hoping. I'm looking forward to getting to it. So that's what we're going to be doing. Stream again, probably not till next week because I'm getting back at things, but who knows? I might pop up in a midweek stream. We'll have to see. Keeping it 100. That's right, Ricky. But other than that, yeah, I guess I will let everybody go. Thanks for being here. Let's see, Joshua said, well, just finished upgrading the CFT server spawn tunnels and now time to start making the food shop. Heck yeah. I'm going to need to just hop on over there to check everything out. I love hearing what's going on over there. And I'm pretty excited about the kits that Ricky's going to be adding too. So looking forward to all that. Great stream. Thanks, Joshua. I really appreciate it. Great viewers. Great viewing, guys. Saturday potential stream, you see that? Potential stream, that's interesting. Definitely be on the lookout for that. And yeah, maybe I'll be around too, causing trouble for Ricky. You think we need a Zeta night on CFT, huh? That's doable. Where we all go hang out. Yeah. Hypno, myself, and Kenzie have been doing sort of a Zeta Cobblemon night. on Monday so far. And yeah, you know, the Zeta one would be fun too. Just get together with the gang and do some stuff, have some fun. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling on. I'll let you guys go for now. Thanks for being here, everybody. We're back, we're streaming. Hopefully I can stay healthy this time. No more sicknesses. And I will see you all next time. Later.